New management didn't want to pay. I said goodbye. So I've been doing freelance IT work for this company for like 3 years. Nothing fancy, just helping them set up their systems and fixing problems when stuff breaks down. The pay was decent and the people were cool. My main contact was this guy Dave, who always paid on time and never questioned my invoices. Life was good. Then last year, everything changed. The company got bought out by some bigger corporation and they brought in all new management. One of the new hires was this woman Amanda, who basically acted like she owned the place from day one. Super condescending, always interrupting people in meetings, just had this attitude like everyone else was beneath her. The first red flag was when she joined one of our Zoom calls. I'm explaining the server issue they're having and how to fix it, and she cuts me off mid-sentence. She goes, "Hold on, why are we even paying for this? Can't our internal IT guy just Google the solution?" I'm sitting there like, your internal IT guy is the one who called me because he couldn't figure it out, but I stay professional and just finish explaining the fix. Things got weird after that. Dave stopped calling me as much. When I did get work, it was always these tiny little tasks that barely paid anything. Then about 2 months ago, Dave calls me in a panic. Their whole email system crashed and they needed it fixed immediately. Some big client presentation was the next morning and everyone was freaking out. I spend an hour diagnosing the problem and get everything back up and running. Crisis averted. I send them my invoice for 1 hour of work, $80. 3 days later, Amanda calls me, and she's not happy. She goes, "We need to discuss this invoice. How do we know you actually worked a full hour? Where's your timesheet? What exactly did you do?" I'm like, "I saved your entire email system. Your presentation went off without a hitch. What more do you need?" But she keeps pushing. She wants detailed logs, wants me to explain every minute, basically treating me like I'm trying to scam them out of $80. Finally, she says, "We're not paying this. It seems excessive for what you did." I just hung up. A week later, Dave calls me. Different problem, same panic. I don't even let him finish explaining before I say, "Nope, sorry, I'm not available." He's like, "What do you mean? We really need your help." I told him to call Amanda and see if she wants to Google a solution. That's when the real fun started. Over the next month, I got emails almost every day. Dave begging me to reconsider. Amanda trying to act all professional like nothing happened. Even their CEO reached out asking what it would take to get me back. I ignored every single message. Then they got desperate. Amanda started following me on LinkedIn, Instagram, even found my personal Facebook somehow. She's sending messages like, "Can we please talk? We really need to work this out." I blocked her on everything. But here's the best part. I had set up their software licensing through my company account. Every year they pay me a fee and I renew their licenses for them. Their renewal was coming up, $5,000. I sent the invoice like normal. They refused to pay it, but Amanda calls me crying about their original server problem that they still haven't fixed. She goes, "Look, I know we had our differences, but we're desperate here. Our system crashes twice a week and our IT guy quit. Can you please just help us this one time?" I said absolutely nothing and hung up. Yesterday was their license expiration date. I revoked everything. Their entire accounting software, their customer database, their email security, all of it just stopped working. And they still have that server problem from 2 months ago. Dave called me this morning practically in tears. Apparently their whole office has been down for 6 hours and they're losing money by the minute. I let it go to voicemail, but I listened to the message. He said Amanda got fired yesterday when the CEO found out she was the reason I stopped working with them. Sometimes the best revenge is just walking away and watching people destroy themselves. Hope you're reading this, Amanda.